Howdy, partners. How we doing? Welcome back to Straight Betting, where we like to fucking gamble and shit. JJ, how we doing?
Doing pretty good. Early as shit for me, but we're thugging it out.
Bro, them 6:30 starts are brutal, bro. I feel you, except for not right now, but I feel you usually. Okay. You trying to get some retweets going, JJ?
Yep.
Do you like what admin said?
Admin?
Yeah, look at the straight betting look at the straight betting account. I tagged you in it. Do you like what
That's funny.
Is that facts? Is admin spitting?
We're gonna find out.
Okay, sweet. Let's see, did I get them? Okay. Got the retweets going, sweet. Okay. Let's wait for her to fill up a little bit. Guys, make sure to follow Straight Betting so you don't have to rely on retweets to join. I think that's just like a little advice I got for you guys. Definitely not trying to farm followers for Straight Betting or anything, just for you guys, like to see it and stuff. Not bullshitting. Okay, we got some comments going. Oh, I almost just hit end the stream. That would not be good. Then we'd have to listen to that bogus-ass intro music again. Tommaso, hey, how you doing, my guy? Big Slate. Yep, you got hella questions, Tommaso. You the man. Tommaso, you the man. Want to know why you're the man? Because you always be supportive and commenting and tuning in and all that shit, and I love it. Tommaso, you're a beaut. Absolutely love the support, and we appreciate it a ton. Andre said, y'all do Twitch or just Tube and Twitter? We just do Tube and Twitter. I don't know if StreamYard, maybe it could do it through Twitch. I mean, maybe that would be a good idea for sure.
You can.
You can? Shit, we might as well consider that then. Andre, drop a comment below. Is Twitch, we're pretty new to streaming and stuff. At least I am. I can't speak for JJ, but do you think doing Twitch would be good for getting people to tune in? Because that's actually interesting. Because if we can just do it through StreamYard, dude, I don't really see what the point of not, doing it through that too would be. So, yeah, that's something we got to consider for sure. Shoto, how we doing? Yo, Shoto always be coming in with the yo. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, well, before we give out the plays here, let's just start with a quick recap. How about we do that, eh? So a quick little recap. This is last week. We've been doing the stream for a while. Maybe we should have been been tracking it for a little longer. But just started tracking everything. We every play that we've given out through the stream. Rather, it's it's like it had to be. It's not like all of our plays in general, but it's every play that we gave out on stream over the past week. And as you can see, last Monday we went 6-1. Tuesday kind of dropped a stinker, 1-3. Wednesday 2-2, mitting it up, and then Thursday we all went big on the difference Kristaps line, which definitely helped. But we went 6-2 that day. Then it's just me, kind of mitting it up at least. Friday through Sunday, went 1-1 Friday, 2-1 Saturday, and then 0-1 for a half unit play on Sunday. So made 0.25 units or some shit like that over the last 3 days. But overall, a very successful week one, I'd say. JJ, do you have any reflection on the past week?
I mean, hopefully we just keep repeating what we've been doing overall.
Shit, yeah. Dude, I mean, if we can have an 18% ROI every week, I'd say that's, pretty good.
Yeah.
Got good volume in, close to 30 plays, 6 units. Guys, it's a race. It's not a marathon. So it's I know a lot of these parlays can get you excited and stuff for get rich Ponzi scheme. But honestly, what our username is, Straight Betting. Betting straights is the easiest way to make profit over time, the safest way to make profit over time. And that's what all this shit should be, in my opinion. Dude, if you're betting player props, realistically, bro, unless you're like a pro and you know how to season accounts, you know how to get down like legit money, you're not really able to bet that much money on player props. But what player props should be, and I actually talked to someone about this last night, player props should be a fun way of making money where you can, enjoy a game, sweat out a bet, and then hopefully by the end of an NBA season, you can buy a new MacBook. You can buy a vacation. You can, go buy some clothes you're looking for. It's like this shit shouldn't be like a get rich or die trying scheme, even though sometimes, parlays and stuff like that are fun. Just sprinkle. But yeah, I think that, it's a marathon, not a race. And hopefully we can, stay around, at least maintain like a 12% plus ROI. I think that would be ideal. All right. Let's see. Andre said, I think you guys are definitely covering your base as well. Just curious. I'll be following more closely on other socials for y'all. Andre, we appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it, dude. And if you're ever like want to talk or anything, or if you're interested, because it seems like you're pretty interested in this kind of stuff, DMs are open for sure if you're, if you do this stuff or just like want to chat. So I appreciate it, Andre. Tommaso said, it's a race, but with you guys, we are always at first place. Hey, yes, sir. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. That's how it is. That's how we rock a straight betting. Hopefully. See, Khan said, yo, yo, yo. What's good, Khan? All right, so we're approaching the 200 mark. Appreciate everyone for tuning in and joining in so fast. One more away. Once you get to 200, I will start to give out the plays. Before I do so, I do just want a quick shout out Props Madness. We're sponsored by them. We have a code. It's SB25. Of course, I'm not showing it right now, but it's how I do all my research. JJ, you do most of your research through Props Madness, correct, too?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yep. So it's an absolute must-have, guys. It's the best researching tool on the market by far. If you guys ever want to succeed at betting props on your own outside of just tailing stuff, and I know a lot of you guys are tailing, but if you guys ever do want to start researching yourself, it's a fun process. And I personally had no clue what I was doing. I've been betting for 4 years, guys. I had no clue what I was doing until I got into play types and scoring zones. Like was just literally just making like minutes-based bets, buy lows and sell highs. And back when the markets were softer, I was still winning. But as the market started to sharpen up, the biggest edge in the market right now is being able to analyze play types and scoring zones. And Props Madness saves you a ton of time with that. It makes it super easy. So yeah, guys, code SB25 gets you 25% off there. All right, so we went over the recap, went over Props Madness. Let's get into the plays. I'm going to quick stop screen sharing, present, share screen. So if you guys, is this the right one? Oh, sorry. So I zoomed in. Now my camera's like gonna be all janky. Okay, great. Camera's about to be all janky. You guys can see my screen, all that stuff. Let me quick. Is this the right one? Okay, I believe it is. Let me quick.
Yep, you're good.
Okay, sweet. All right, JJ, if you don't mind, I gotta quick open up an app to get my camera right again.
No, you good.
Okay, is it all good now?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. That's kind of a pain in the ass. Anyways, first play, we're going with Zach Edey. This is a tail from Ozbets, under 16.5 PRA. Under 15.5 PR is pretty much the same thing, so that's obviously good. Let's see if this line's held, because I gave this was a play from last game. And it's, ESPN, sure, Fliff, sure. Let's see, points and rebounds. What are we looking at here? Okay, points and rebounds is where you're going to want to pivot now, I'd say. Minus 123, 65, DK, ESPN, MGM. Minus 133 at Caesars is fine. Bovada, that's 14.5. Flip minus 140, I guess it's not perfect. I'd play the minus 135 on Flip at 16.5 over that. Like I said, I guess this line did move a couple cents, but like I said, it's still good. Even like rebounds and assists, bro. But I think you got to do the combo with the points. Yeah, you definitely got to do the combo. But even 14.5, which is, it's at FanDuel. I'm cool with that for a quarter of a unit, so 3/4 of a unit. But yeah, so basically, guys, the Grizzlies are, first of all, it's a great sell high spot. It's played against the Jazz, who stink, terrible defense, comfortable game script in Memphis. winning by a ton. Edie really benefits from that because he is a liability a lot of the times and gets played off the floor. So if it's like a home game where they're just dominating a shitty opponent, there's no reason to pull him. Same thing with Pelicans. These are two very similar game scripts, like centers who don't space the floor, awful defenses, awful paint defenses. Just, these are like two perfect game environments for Zach Edey. So we're definitely getting a high line. This is like the worst possible matchup for Edey, bro. Like a big who can shoot the piss out of the ball like Cat. Edey he can't guard that, bro. The Brunson Cat pick and roll, he's not going to be able to guard that. It's going to be bad. The game's in New York. Memphis is underdogs. This isn't going to be a comfortable game script for Edey. He's just going to be a massive liability here, and I don't see the minutes whatsoever. Like a Cat, like I said, I think Cat matchup is genuinely like the worst matchup in the league for him because defensively he's just going to get absolutely exposed in the pick and roll. And he's way too slow-footed to guard him. And the Knicks are also like a good defense, right? Like, I mean, what are they in defensive rating? They're a fine defense. They're 14th in defensive rating. Points in the paint, they are 14th. They allow the fewest rebounds in the league, so that's another good one too. It's like I could definitely see like a 3 or 4 rebound game for Edey, even like if things were to break right for him. So yeah, I just think this is like a perfect sell high spot. I don't see him playing a lot of minutes. I probably have him at 17 minutes. I quick projected him out for that too. Let's see, 17 minutes, bro. But honestly, I don't think he plays 17 minutes. I think he's like around like 14 or 12. So, but per 17 minutes, he's only averaging 14.6 PRA. I already mentioned how scoring matchup is like fine. It's like average or whatever. But rebounding matchup is absolutely terrible. Let's see, with 12 to 20 minutes, under in 12 out of 13 games, only averaging 11.9 PRA, guys. So even if like I said, even if it's like the 14 and a half line that you have to play for a quarter unit, like 10 out of 13 games, guys, I seriously think this is like an absolute floor game for Edey. And he's also coming off of 2 ceiling games for matchups for him in New York in the Garden going up against Cat. Guys, this is going to be bad. I just think that he's not going to be able to play, like stay on the court whatsoever. Cat's not on the injury report either. So, yeah. JJ, takeaways, thoughts?
No, I definitely agree. I think they definitely put someone else in that could help space the floor on offense. And then like rebounding, like he's just not going to be around the paint area. So, Cat's going to try to do everything a little bit above the break and then kind of go from there. I don't think his minutes should be that high, kind of like you're saying.
Yeah. Do you like when you're envisioning like a Brunson and Cat pick and roll with Zach Edey defending it? Like, do you envision a world where the Knicks miss a shot?
I mean, they're definitely gonna make more than they miss. I'll say that.
Yeah, they're gonna generate an open look like every time, bro. Like I just seriously don't understand how Edey. Like I wouldn't even be surprised if like he comes off the bench and like plays like a couple 6-minute stints, like in precious minutes or something.
Yeah, he's just not quick enough to defend that type of pick and roll from those two.
Yeah, but even like Cam, bro, this is like absurd to say this, but like even like I swear, bro, Cam Payne will come off a pick and roll and like cook Edey.
Like yeah. Especially if he gets his pull-up threes. He loves that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, this is the first one. It was Liam's play, so all credit to him. But, since he gave it out at first, I tailed it. I'm like, this is a great play. Liam also gave out this, which is in correlation with it. Cat over 1.5 threes. This one might have moved, to be honest. I guess it didn't. Minus 140. Yeah. And then we have a Lotto, too, which has Cat 3 threes on it. So, yeah, Cat threes is like directly correlated with Edey. In those Edey minutes, like he's just gonna get open threes every time. Like they have to. So that was one of Liam's plays. I tailed this one under 16.5 PRA, guys. I think this is like absolutely like a perfect sell spot. So love fading Edey here. It also, JJ, this one might taste extra sweet. I know he got the coin back, but it still might taste extra sweet because I'm still a little butthurt over the,
oh yeah,
the cake.
Yeah, hooked at the half and all that.
Yeah, the 0 PRA, second half needing 1 PRA. So every time I get to fade Edey going on, I think I'm going to do it because revenge tastes sweet. So, I'm a little petty, so I had to include that one in there. All right. Second prop, Cade Cunningham under 9.5 assists. This one, what I found profitable this year. Okay, where is it? Detroit and Cleveland. I've sent this one out pretty recently, so I guess it did move. I like this one to -135. So unfortunately, FanDuel is not playable anymore. Bet Online good, Bovada good, Pinnacle good, Caesars good, DraftKings good, Bet365 good, MGM good, Bet ESPN good, Fliff good. So like I said, I like this one to -135. A lot of places where you can play it. Yeah. So what I was saying, what I found profitable is pick and roll guys, like pick and roll guards who like spam pick and rolls. Their assists versus the Cavs are tough, and it's for one reason. I mean, if we go to Jalen Duren, not saying that Duren's like a massive pick and roll guy or anything, but just in general, the pick and roll man, Cavs rank second against. Opponent points in the paint, ninth fewest. Mobley's back. I know Mobley's missed a little bit of time, which definitely helps the overall defense. But yeah, second fewest points per game to the pick and roll man guys. Those are the easiest assists you can get because they're by the basket. They're just like, because they're by the basket, they're going to be high conversion rates coming off of a pass. Teams that don't allow a lot of points as a pick and roll man, I mean, that's just tough. That's just tough to get assists. So Cleveland will leak a couple catch and shoots here now and then, but I mean, on the year, what's the assist? 10th fewest assists allowed. Cade versus Cleveland this year, head to head, that's points. Assists. He only had 9 potential assists so he had a good conversion rate, 6 out of 9. I'd say that's pretty good. But only 9 potential. He didn't even have 10 potential assists, and he played 35 minutes. Not like the game was a blowout or anything. This game could be a blowout. Every game in Cleveland, I'd say, is like due for a blowout, especially when like it's kind of like the Pistons are a fine team, but they're clearly like the inferior opponent here. So that's always an out when you're playing in Cleveland. We got a 10.5 point spread. And then if we just go to like without Ivy, I mean, he's still under in 9 out of 15 games. So yeah, it's not like this is like like he's been averaging like 10.5. He's over in 10 out of 15 with Ivy. Like, yeah, this is like a really bad matchup, I think, for him to get assists. One last thing, I think it could be a decent matchup for him to score. Like, I totally get they're good against the pick and roll handler. But if we go to the last 15 games, I know JJ kind of put me onto this, but Cade is definitely like a 2-point pull-up frequency guy. So let's catch and shoot, my bad. But this is pull-ups last 15 games. Cavs are allowing the 4th highest 2-point pull-up frequency. So if they're giving Cade like looks in the mid-range, he's just going to shoot the ball a million times. And that's fine because we just don't want him to get assists. So, yeah, I think there's a lot of stuff going for this one. Like I said, I like this one down to -135. And what are your thoughts on this one, JJ?
I mean, you kind of hit it on the nail. It's going to be a good scoring spot for him. So I don't think there's going to be a lot of assists. I mean, this Cavs defense they've been kind of fucking up the last couple games, but they're eventually going to get back on track. They still are the Cavs this season. They've been great. I think they just need Evan Mobley to kind of get reacclimated and everything and all that. But, I mean, only 9 potential assists last time. I mean, it bodes well for the under here.
Yeah, dude. Give me 9 potentials again, and I'll like my chances on this one. Yeah. Not saying it's impossible. I've actually seen people lose bets with less potentials than actual assists, which is crazy. But yeah, I think there's a lot to like about this one. I always like targeting unders in like, could be blowout games, especially when like the team, like the player, like would be on the losing side of the blowout, which, I think that definitely would be the case here.
Yeah.
But that's always just could be another out. So yeah, Cade under 9.5 assists. Like I said, I like it down to -135. Before I get the last play out, of course, I'm using Props Madness here, guys. Code SB25 gets you 25% off. Another thing, guys, get those comments going. We already have a fair bit of stuff to go over, which is nice, but we want to go over as much as possible because, we like talking NBA. It's fun, and we like going over your props. So, guys, leave as many comments down below with props you guys want us to go over. I mean, we got a massive, massive slate, so just get those comments going down below so we have stuff to talk about and can hopefully help you guys out with your decision making with the bets you want to make. So awesome. Okay. Third and final play. I really, really like this one. Killer Clay over 17.5 PRA against the Wizards. So if we go to Washington versus Dallas, Killer Klay Thompson. Look, I get there's like blowout probability here, 12.5 point spread. He played 26 minutes against Boston, and he was like reported to be on like a minute restriction after like missing 2 games or whatever, like kind of bullshit, whatever, who cares. So he did play 26 minutes. Let's give him 24 to 28 minutes, whatever, just not overdo the minutes. When he plays 24 to 28 minutes, he's still over 9 out of 13 games. He's averaging 19.5 PRA. Look, guys, he's playing the Wizards. The Wizards allow the fourth most assists, most rebounds, 30th in defensive rating. They're a terrible defense. We all know this, right? They give up a ton of stats to everyone. But if we go to last 15 games, catch and shoot, field goals made. Washington Wizards are allowing the most catch and shoot field goals made overall, and the most catch and shoot 3-pointers made over the last 15 games. I don't know about you guys, but Klay Thompson's been around for a while, right? He's been around. I can't think of like a better matchup for Klay than anyone who's just like allowing the most catch and shoot stuff. Like, right? If you're playing against a terrible catch and shoot defense, that is just absolutely perfect for Klay. And I totally get that. Like, the Wizards are kind of a good matchup for pretty much everyone. But I mean, I didn't even like really realize that the Wizards were like a massive catch and shoot funnel until recently. But they're giving up.
Yeah, I noticed that. I think last game when I was looking through the stats, because I think I was looking for Norman Powell.
Yeah. So just if you're giving up the most catch and shoot shit, I'd like to think that that's good for Klay. Like I said, this minute range that I think he's going to be in has a good hit rate. Of course, there's no Luka. There's Kyrie. So I mean, I think this one's a pretty good play. And also one last thing I want to do. So some of these misses were against like really good teams, like OKC twice, Boston. It's also just a great buy low, guys. I mean, Boston is like one of the worst possible matchups for Klay with how they limit catch and shoot and spot up looks and stuff like that, and like we'll guard Kyrie 1-on-1 and stuff. So Boston, I mean, it's just a great buy low, dude. He's coming off a 9 PRA game. No shit, he had a bad game. It was against Boston. But if we like filter out teams that are top 7 in defensive rating, guys, obviously Washington is dead last. With this minute range, 24 to 28, he's had 20 or more PRA in 6 out of 7 games. You'd like to see him go over against the Pelicans, but he didn't. It happens, whatever. JJ, any final thoughts on that Klay play? On Klay Day?
Yeah, I think it's a great buy low. It's just some reason he plays so bad without Luka. I mean, I get it, the spacing and all that.
Yeah.
Because when you filter with and without him, it's a huge difference.
No, I think that's definitely fair. I think like some of that can be because teams can like key in on Klay better, because Klay's definitely a guy you don't want to like get going from deep. It's just like the one thing I'm thinking about is that like I mean if Wizards are just like a terrible catch and shoot defense, like I think that they're probably really bad against things like off ball screens and stuff like that, and I can quick check that. Okay, I guess 19th. Maybe they've been worse recently. I don't know, man. I'm just looking at the catch and shoot stuff, and I just see green when I when I look at that stuff. And guys, honestly, so I didn't give this line out for tracking purposes because it's not really widely available. But I do think that the 11.5 points is probably a better look, especially if you can get a -120 or -125. I mean, now it's like all green with these minute ranges, like taking out the elite defenses. So, yeah, I think that the 11.5 stuff's good too. Okay. JJ, do you have any plays that you've been like scoping or anything off the top of your head that you want to get to before we get to questions?
Trey Murphy, 20+ points. I mean, he's playing the Raptors.
Oh, 20 points, dude. That is not a big ask whatsoever.
Let me see.
JJ, that's a great look, dude.
Yeah, the 20+. I got -120 on FanDuel.
For 20+?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, guys, make sure to go to the 20+ if you need FanDuel, because it's 20.5 for the normal line, but obviously like the 20+ is like the exact same shit, and it's -120. So is that going to be an official from you?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to quick give us a breakdown on it?
Yes, I mean, great catch and shoot spot. Let me see how much the Raptors are allowing. Um, Ben, I need to filter last 10. All right, so last 10 frequency, about 7th or 8th, highest frequency. We've been targeting catch and shoot on this show against the Raptors for a while now. That's kind of how I like it. With Zion, he's over in 2 out of 4. But the volume has been there 17 attempts, 20, only 11 against the Jazz. But then in the very next game with the Jazz, I think he had like 17 or 19 attempts or something like that. No, 15. And then 17 attempts again the last game against the Hornets. Hornets, a lot of jump shooting, but he can do a little bit of everything. It's just a very bad game for him. Scored 16 points on 5 of 17 shooting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't expect that again from him.
4 for 6 from the strip too. Sorry to interrupt you, but 4 for 6 from the strip.
You get.
Like you think 5 for 6 most of the time with Trey.
So you think maybe 15 to 20 attempts here? I feel like that's a solid range because he's always hovering between 15 and 21 realistically. In games with 15 to 20 field goal attempts, he's over in 12 to 16. And then
one of the misses was a 5 for 19 game against the Wizards at 17.
Yeah. So, if he's going to miss, it's most likely because he's just having a completely off night. But the volume hasn't been there.
All his misses were just like terrible shooting, like 16 on 5 for 16, 2 for 10.
Yeah. So, like just below, like what, 31% shooting? So, yeah, just targeting catch and shoot versus Raptors. He's the main catch and shoot guy. He could definitely get to the free throw line. He's done a great job of like creating his own shots this year, which is like, I don't know, it's really elevated his game scoring wise. Let's see. The Raptors are kind of bad at almost everything. They're bad at handoffs, free throws, transition, spot up. So, it feels like a perfect spot for him.
Yeah, 100%, dude. This is a great number too. This is like really a great number, honestly.
Yeah, because it was at like 21, like what, last game or last couple games?
Yeah, even with Zion, I feel like it's been like 21 and a half, 22 and a half.
Yeah.
He's been good with Zion. Zion gets people like super easy looks. So yeah, and like he's also not gonna play like a ton of minutes.
Especially because you got to pack the paint with Zion because he only wants to get to the rim. So
yeah, like with Zion, I don't think that's bad for Trey at all, and it should get him like higher percentage looks in theory too, right? To avoid
exactly. It's just a matter of how bad of a shooting game he's gonna have.
Yeah, like against the Bulls, Trey had 32 with Zion. He had 30 against Boston with Zion, which that is like, he shot really good. Don't get me wrong, 10 for 17, 5 for 10, but that's impressive stuff against Boston, which should be in theory like a really bad matchup for him.
Yeah.
Utah, you'd like to see him get home, but he didn't. It happens. Didn't shoot the ball amazing from deep or from the stripe, but yeah, overall, dude, I think this is JJ. I think this is actually like a great bet.
Yeah, and he's always going to get heavy minutes too, which is great.
Yep. Yeah, game should stay close too, right? 1.5 point spread. Two teams shitting it up.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is a great bet. Fully endorse this one here. You're getting a good discounted line for whatever reason, but you are.
And then my next play is going to be Koulibaly or under 20.5 PRA. I think it was like minus 111 on FanDuel like 15 minutes ago.
You said under 20.5 PRA?
Yeah. So, it's just a system of no Brogdon, but with Kuzma and Poole. It's going to be a tough transition matchup. The Mavericks are third best. So, if you just filter for Kuzma and Poole playing against a top 20 transition defense.
Oh, my goodness, dude. You don't even got to
Yeah.
filter like at the transition bullshit, dude.
Yeah, you really don't.
Yeah, 5 out of 19 under, only averaging 17.8.
And then I filter because he's gonna get heavy minutes. I mean, pretty much all three. So like when those two are on the court, he's averaging about 18 PRA per 36 minutes.
Yeah, which is much shorter than this for sure. Yeah, and Dallas third in transition. So do you want me to put on the transition filter?
You can if you want.
Okay, let's filter out the Lakers and the Hawks because those dudes stink. Huh. Okay, so outside of bottom 10 transition defenses, JJ, look at this, man.
Yeah. And his only overs with those guys playing, just look at the bottom 10 that are playing in transition.
Yeah, OKC. Yeah, JJ, this feels like a gem, dude. This feels like an absolute gem.
Yeah, I remember the target PRA last time when it's around this line when I think it was Sammy a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, Ball Cool Ball is a guy that I just never look at, but shit, these like lower key like Wizard players, dude. I feel like you like bet on Wizards a lot, which is like good because they just kind of seem to fly under the radar, you know?
Yeah, definitely. I think there's a lot of people on Kuzma because it sounds like he's just going to be chucking from now on.
We'll see. He might be chucking, but is he going to be making?
Gonna find out. He said he's gonna play more free. It sounds like another D'Lo situation.
Yep. Hey, he's playing free hoops. Yeah, this is a gem, guys, and this is like why stuff with props madness is like really awesome. I mean, just like quick filter this, and then you'd be like, okay, how does he score transition? Oh shit, Dallas is really good in transition. Okay, let's take away teams that suck in transition. Oh wow, he goes under this pretty much every game.
Yeah, and just look at transition from like 20 to 25.
Like you want to see the overs?
Yeah, like that's the only time he's going over is against the bad transition defenses.
Yeah, holy shit. And these are just like bad defenses in general too. Like if we go to like defensive rating, let's see. Really, Hawks are only 17th. I thought they were going to be way worse. I guess they play really fast though too. Like
Yeah,
defense play pretty fast too. Yeah. So I guess take hopefully maybe like a good advice would be to like fade Koulibaly today, and then maybe they play a terrible transition defense next, and you could actually take an over. I think that's that's a defensive rating. What am I doing? Yeah. Anyways, JJ, I think you came in and dropped 2 gems, dude. These are great lines that I didn't even like look at once and notice anything about them, but 2 gems, I think. Okay, let's get into the comments. Anthony Davis over on his points. I can't complain about it over against Charlotte and Mark Williams.
Yeah, go against Mark Williams. He should dominate.
Mm-hmm.
There's no question.
Williams has been getting fried. Pick and roll man used to be good. It's just been keep on trending down. Post up. I mean, this is a game where, and this one should be close too, dude. The Lakers are not gonna go into Charlotte and blow them out. I don't think.
I don't think so.
And there's actually some 25 and a halves. Yeah. Let's see. I know they've been playing drop. Let's see, restricted area stuff. I mean, that's not like the only thing.
He's gonna get a ton of mid-range looks for sure.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Yeah, Mark Williams is going to be in drop. Yeah, those mid-range looks are going to be wide the hell open. But even like catch it in the mid-range, the short mid-range area, take like a dribble, just take it at him. Mark Williams ain't stopping shit. This could be a good LeBron assist game too, maybe. Ooh, 8.5. Ooh. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, no, I like Davis stuff. I like LeBron assists. I think that's good stuff. Norman Powell. I'd probably rather attack like a Harden, but Norman definitely applies to this too. Norman's just been a wagon, dude. You just like look up and Norman Powell's getting buckets. It's kind of crazy.
That's his job. He's just a bucket getter.
Yeah. I mean, dude, there's nothing to say. Suns are going to give up a lot of above the break threes for sure. Let's go to opponent zones. Actually, what am I doing? Yeah, Suns are going to give up a lot of threes. They've been playing real. Nick Richards is in like a super deep drop, bro. Like super deep. So I'd probably like Harden a little bit more, to be honest. Well, let's see. Where's transition? Their league average there. Pretty good against spot ups because they do play drop. But yeah, I'd probably lean more so a Harden spot over Norman. But like when you're looking at hit rates and stuff, like Norman just is a wagon.
I think they both just have solid games here.
Yeah.
I think it just comes for Harden. I think it just comes down to whether he wants to score or not.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, the drop coverage it should be there for his pull up threes.
Yeah.
So maybe like threes could be a good look for Harden.
2.5 minus 135. Harden also likes to ISO a ton.
Yeah.
Like he's actually way more of an ISO guy than a pick and roll guy, which is crazy if you look at this JJ. Like
yeah, he wants to ISO step back three.
Yeah. And isolation, they rank 4th in. So maybe they're kind of helping aggressively on drives, but when it comes to like those step back threes, he should get a couple just out of the pick and roll. And I don't really envision anyone taking away the step back threes.
No.
Paolo over rebounds and assists. So yeah, Tommaso, someone actually mentioned that, and there was a 6.5 line, and I'm guessing that's what you're talking about because you got them European books that are slow as hell. But
yeah, 6.5 would have been great.
Yeah, 6.5 would have been great. The thing is, too, JJ, he played 40 minutes last game, so it seems like this like minute bullshit is officially over that he was on like a long ass minute restriction for.
Yeah, 32, 33, and now 40. Yeah.
So one thing we could do is just rawly calculate rebounds and assists per 34 minutes. I think that's a fair projection, you know?
Yeah.
Because, you know, in a close game, he'll be like 36, but, you know, just dumb it down to 34 a little bit. You got to factor blowout in a bit. Let's see, 11.5. So he averages 12.9 rebounds and assists. Wow. Let me quick do a little math. Yeah, some of the games were without Franz, but also some of them were with him. And also a lot of the games without Franz, he wasn't really doing shit, which is weird. He's averaging 13.4 rebounds and assists per 34 minutes. So definitely an edge there on rebounds and assists. 6.5. I think 7.5 is fine, but you know, I think you kind of lost a little edge there. I think the best edge is like the FanDuel line right here. I mean, 30 plus minutes, 6 out of 8, averaging 14.6 rebounds and assists in those games. I think this is a good bet. Miami too will be aggressive on Paulo for sure. Had 14 versus the Heat with Franz in the first game. Heat are also just not a good rebounding team. Like if you look at just like rebounds and assists allowed, I'm hovering over it. You can see it right there. I think this is a good. What was up?
I was saying 26.
Yep, 26 in rebounds, and then 21st in assists. So I think this FanDuel line is a gem, dude. I think this is a really good bet. If you can get this 11.5 at FanDuel, which you should be able to because FanDuel, you know, great book.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay, JJ, I'm going to hand you the floor on this one. MPJ over 21.5 points and rebounds.
Let's see. What's rebounds? I mean, been doing a great job of hitting that line. You know, tough catch and shoot matchup last game. And then a little bit of a blowout too. So he didn't really need to try or play. Let's see. I'm guessing everyone's healthy.
Mm-hmm.
So starting 5 plus Aaron Gordon. Over in 12 and 19. Let's see, since January 12th, not as good, but let's see. Trying to find something here.
One thing I did notice is that the Bulls have been allowing a fair bit of catch and shoot stuff.
Yeah, third most or like fourth highest frequency, fifth most made last 10. So probably philosophy changed there.
Yeah.
Because I think like a couple weeks ago, it was like towards the bottom as well. In like catch and shoot frequency.
Really bad against off-ball screens. They're 27th there. Against spot up, they're 13th. But like I said, I think that you're on. I think you might be on something with like a little bit of a philosophy change where they're starting to leak more stuff and maybe trying. Because
Yeah.
they were allowing like the most points to paint for a while, and maybe they're just like, okay, fuck this. Like we're a layup line.
Yeah. You know what? Let's see a filter for teams that allow a lot of 3-point attempts.
Or just like defensive rating, bro. The Bulls are like, I mean, third pace, 24th in defensive rating. I mean, just like by default, dude. This is a good matchup for sure.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of points to go around for Nuggets players, that's for sure. I will say minutes have been kind of trending down. A lot of blowouts. It's not in Denver.
Yeah.
It's good for it not being a blowout, I would say.
So like this month against like bottom 15 and 3-point attempts allowed, he's at 23 PR and 28. So that was against the Heat and the Kings. I mean, overall this season with everybody playing, let's see, 5 out of 6 against bottom half of 3-point attempts allowed. So I mean, I like that.
Yeah.
Let's see, bottom 20. So bottom 20 is over a 9 of 11 this season with everyone playing.
I think rebounding is a decent angle too because he'll probably guard Patrick Williams, who has like no usage and just sits in a corner.
Yeah.
Might have to, attend to Vooch a little bit, who is going to shoot the ball a lot.
Let me see abrupt the break lately.
Russ Westbrook could rebound a lot though too, because I'm sure he'll guard Giddey.
Yeah, I thought about taking his rebound line at 4.5 last game, but it was last second. I didn't want to put that on everybody. And like, I think it hit third quarter. Kind of pissed me off a little bit, but it is what it is.
That's how you know it was a good bet if like it goes over and like your team got blown out.
Yeah. So Chicago last 10 games allowing the most above the break threes. So, I mean, it makes a ton of sense here to take the over on MPJ.
Yeah, I'm going to quick go back to MPJ, and I don't think he's really a corner camper. Yeah, no. He's an above the break guy by far.
Yeah.
So yeah. Like I said, with these Bulls guys, I mean, like there's like a lot of people who have good matchups, right? Obviously, because there's like a terrible defense, but I think Porter makes sense for sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch some film back. Might be a late ad later, honestly.
Yeah. Thompson over 9.5 rebounds. Amen, Thompson. Let's see. So he's played.
He missed the latest game against the Celtics.
He's pretty much
get to see that.
He's pretty much locked for like 32 plus.
Yeah.
Look, the Celtics don't crash the offensive glass. Sengun's going to have to be around the perimeter. Unless Sengun might guard Drew. And the thing is, dude, whoever guards Drew, I don't know who it's going to be. It might be Sengun, but whoever guards Drew, like it's usually like a big
It's
man.
probably going to be Sengun.
Yeah,
lately they've been trying to. Well, I mean, most of the season they've been trying to put Sengun on like the worst shooter or like a non like usage player. I mean, that's gonna have to be Drew here, right?
Yeah. So I would think you want to put Amon. Amon's like your best perimeter defender, dude. Like I think you'd want to put him on at the bare minimum, Kristaps or Tatum. Probably Tatum.
Mm-hmm.
You put Dylan Brooks to match Jaylen Brown's physicality.
He's definitely going to go on Tatum.
Yeah.
Because I don't see who else is going to be able to guard him.
What's Sengun's rebounds at? Because I could see him kind of punking Kristaps on the offensive glass too. Not gonna lie.
9.5, it looks like.
Okay. Oh, so the thing is, they did play recently.
Yeah, and that was a game without
Amon.
Thompson, yeah, and Eason. Wow.
And Smith, and he only had 7, but they got blown out. But Sengun's a little bit interesting to me. Just if or it's also like a good live betting situation, dude. What I did last is first possession of game, Gafford was guarding Drew. I instantly bet Drew over 2.5, 1.5 threes and over 9.5 points. Like that was just insanely easy in my opinion. But in hindsight, I also should have bet Gafford's over rebounds because I mean he's just like roaming and like snag because the Celtics don't offensive rebound. That's why they're a good transition defense. They don't crash the glass. They just like, dude, if you're under the basket against the Celtics, you're just gonna get the easiest rebounds of your life, bro.
Exactly.
So I think if like first play of the game you see Sengun guarding Drew, dude, just instantly take his 9.5 rebounds. Even if he grabs one on like the first possession, like screw it. Yeah. So Amon, I'd probably stay away from Amon. Just Sengun could really be a hog here if he guards like Drew, and he's also
if anything, just live bet it.
Yeah.
Just to see like who's defending who.
Okay. Let's see. Noah Clowney, threes or points. Is Ben playing?
That's one thing I need to check.
Ben just keeps on missing games, bro. It's kind of crazy. I mean, it's actually not crazy at all, but it's like I had his over 5.5 assists because he was coming off the bench last game, and then just like scratch. I'm like, oh, okay.
Questionable, but I mean Cameron Johnson's out, so that's good.
Look, there's no reason for these. Sabonis is probably just gonna play drop. It's probably like I don't even know. Like Sabonis isn't gonna actually. Maybe he's up against D'Lo because D'Lo can kind of cook you, but man, Clowney 14 shots, 10 shots. Bruh. Okay, I totally get where you're coming from. You're probably coming from like spot up and then Kings. To be honest, dude, like Clowney's role is probably like a little bit different now that they're tanking and like everyone's missing games and stuff. The Kings are teams defend the Nets differently now that they're like tanking and like have no like threats to do anything really. Like I said, I totally get where you're coming from. I just look, bro, it's gonna be Clowney like just shooting threes and stuff. And if Ben doesn't play, Ben like really helps these like no usage like spot up guys, honestly. Just like getting them easy looks and kind of forcing them to shoot because he refuses to do so. So, if Ben was playing and he was starting and they were playing minutes alongside each other, it would be interesting, but we just don't know that. So, me personally, I don't have any like hot take on this stuff. JJ, do you?
I mean, I think his attempts will go up. I guess it's just a matter. I guess it's just a matter how they defend in the pick and roll. Is there going to be drop or they're going to be defending at the level? I mean, the volume the last couple games with D'Lo without Cam Thomas or Cam Johnson have been there.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a solid shooter.
He'll get his threes up for sure. He's probably super encouraged to shoot. I don't hate the threes for plus money. 9 attempts, 7 attempts, 3 attempts, but only
because that 76ers game, he didn't get no minutes. But I mean, he should get close to I say 28 to those 34 minutes, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, no, his minutes should be safe for sure. Okay. Ja Morant. Over points against the Knicks. So Cat, I do kind of like this a little bit. Cat is not protecting the rim for shit. He's going to be in a drop, and that does not matter. Like Ja should be able to do some pretty good stuff against Cat at the rim. Cat will be in drop. The threes will be open. Maybe you get like a couple threes from Ja. I could actually see like his threes being somewhat viable. Maybe. I mean, he'll definitely get threes. Cat's going to be in a deep drop against Ja.
But Josh's such a good finisher. He's
Yeah.
so quick.
Transition is big. Transition is just big for the whole Memphis team, honestly.
Yeah, they play so fast. That's why like everybody's like transition. But I mean, he's gonna be the main transition scorer.
Yeah. Pick and roll handler. Look, when I just think about it, when I think about Cat trying to contest Ja, I saw this shit time and time again back in 2022 when Wolves unfortunately lost the Grizzlies in a playoff series. Cat's not going to deter Ja at the rim, bro. Let's see. What was his minutes? He played 26 blowout win, 32 somewhat close. When was the last time he got hurt? It's been a while, right?
I know he sat out the. Oh man, he's missed. Let's see. I think he missed one of these games in here. Might have been right after the Hornets game.
It was an illness, so it wasn't an injury.
Yeah.
I remember
that. Oh yeah.
So here's the thing: the Grizzlies aren't walking into the Garden and beating the Knicks without a good Ja game. I don't think, and they're not going to walk into the Garden and beat the Knicks without Ja playing good minutes. So a lot of these are like bullshitty minutes, dude. I would fully expect like 33 minutes from Ja here if the game can remain somewhat close. Just like they don't lose by like 25. So I guess we could go like because his minutes are down. Let's do like 32. I guess let's be conservative per 32 minutes. Just straight up, Ja is averaging 23.2. And yeah, I mean it's in the Garden. He should be up for the game. The Knicks spot up. Knicks don't really allow any spot ups, which is good for limiting the role players. I lean over. JJ, any takes from you on Ja?
I mean, I like the matchup here. The Knicks have been just awful in transition, even though it says it ranks 17th. Like the last 2 months, they just been just shit.
They crashed the offensive glass too much.
Yeah. But even just defending it when they are back already, they're not doing well at all. Even though it was an emphasis back in like December, like beginning of December, they've been talking about we need to emphasize getting back in transition, and it's just not happening.
JJ, what do you think about maybe PRA for Ja? Just because if you're like I I said, I really think this is a really good minute spot. Like I don't think that I think you need Ja to play like 30, 32 minutes or need to maybe even like 34, 35 in a if this game comes to fruition and it's actually like competitive and stuff.
Yeah. Let me see.
And Knicks, they do allow a lot of stuff to the pick and roll man, if I'm not mistaken, which obviously I don't think it will be easy. I think it could be like Brandon Clark getting a lot of floaters and stuff like that. Jay Huff picking and popping maybe.
Pick and roll. I think Jay Huff should be a big piece here. I mean, that's what I would do personally.
PRA.
Kind of like PRA, but
if it's like a minute, because I think minutes are definitely like should be a handicap on this. Just
yeah. I think probably at least 25 plus, right?
Yeah. No, yeah, but like I'm doing some calculate because he's had a lot of injury games and stuff.
Yeah, because he was on a minutes restriction for a while. That's why I'm trying to. Because I think he was somewhere around there, right?
Yep. If you guys can see the calculator, it's probably backwards and stuff. I know. 36.6 PRA per 32 minutes he's averaging. We're getting a 33.5 line. I might play this, dude. I actually might play this. I think it's a good matchup. I don't see Cat taking the rim. I just don't.
Yeah, I don't either.
And I also think he could get those like some cheeky dimes to like a Brandon Clark and stuff. It's just like his line's just low because he's played such few minutes, but they're going into the Garden, bro. They're not. They need Ja to play here, I think.
Yeah.
It's not a bad transition defense either, or fine transition matchup, which is important. Ja is a guy you can easily fade in against a really good transition defense, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Tommaso, this is a good look. I'm gonna table it. I think this is an edge, dude. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna play it. Fuck it. Bet 365, I guess, is the best line for a normal book. I'm sure what's FanDuel. JJ, do you want to let's see. So Ja Morant, I think I'm gonna make PRA an official play, but do you want to touch on this one maybe?
Duncan Robinson under 2.5 threes. Going against the Magic. Let's see. No Jimmy. 28 plus minutes. I mean, I like it just purely off of matchup, but I don't know. I feel like the Magic been weird the last couple games. Let me see. It gave up 2 threes to Tim Hardaway, 4 threes to Malik Beasley last game. Let me check what they've been doing since Paolo came back. So the 10th. About last 8 games. I mean, it's still going to be a low frequency. Yeah, I mean, low frequency there, but I mean, if he's getting his minutes, it's just kind of hard to take the under on it.
I kind of like it though, to be honest, because dude, like I said, it's a log jam. I don't think his minutes are always safe. He's coming off playing the Nets, which is an amazing matchup for what he does.
Yeah.
Dude, what if Duncan just misses his first 2 threes? He could just get benched, and it's
what are they gonna bench him for spacing?
Jaime. I mean, dude, if they're not gonna get, if they're just gonna, Duncan's gonna be getting cardio out there anyways, because they're just selling out to stop the 3-pointer line. I can maybe see that. To be fair though, I'll always just side with any shooter and shooter only under against the Magic.
Yeah.
Okay, Mark Williams Reeves. And also, guys, Ja Morant. Let me quick get this going. Ja Morant over 33.5 PRA minus 115 at FanDuel is an official play for me. Shout out to you, Tommaso, for bringing up Ja Morant. Ja Morant over 33.5 PRA. Official play for me. Okay, Mark Williams Reeves. What are we looking at with Mr. Mark? So Lakers not a good rebounding team, I'm pretty sure. He'll be on Davis. That's a little bit scary. I think Davis is I think Davis can be a tough matchup for rebounding. Could definitely get you into foul trouble if he's attacking you. Lakers overall rebounding. Really, they've been a good rebounding team recently. So 41.9 rebounds allowed, 6 fewest over the last 15 games. 11.5 seems a touch high. Let's see. He's probably going to play 30, 31, 32 minutes or so. So, I mean, it's 27 plus. So 5 out of 9, 12.1. Mark Williams. Calculate him out per 32 minutes. Or 31. Let's do 31. times 9.4 gets him to 12.2. I don't know. I think this is a fine set line personally. Let's say I think it's a slightly bad matchup, just slightly. I don't like 80 going up against 80. And then you put him at 12.2 per 31 minutes. You know, I think that random foul trouble could happen for sure. But I don't know. It feels like a good set line. Do you have any take on Mark Williams rebounds, JJ?
Not really.
Think
Marcus, I don't know. I think they'll have enough rebounders on the floor for the Lakers.
Yeah, I think this line is fine. Is a good set line. 11.5. Talked about Amen rebounds. Said we don't know. We don't know if Sengun's guarding Holiday, that could really screw it up because he'll just grab like every rebound. D'Lo assists for sure did. Well, you got to wait for Ben on this one. Look, if D'Lo plays without Ben, he's probably gonna play like 25 or like 25 to 30 minutes and start. Look, bro. I mean, shit.
If Ben plays, then he comes off the bench.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's still hitting it without Ben. With Ben.
It's because they stagger minutes. I think it's just like plays he might play.
And that's why I think it doesn't really matter whether Ben plays or not. It's just you get an extra boost without him.
Yeah, for sure. That's true.
Because 16 assists with him, 14, 12, like.
I mean, bro, his potentials are like absurd.
And that's with 27, 21, and 26 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I'm assuming Ben doesn't play. Go 24 plus minutes. Let's get all these weak ass games out of here with the Lakers. So his first game was with the Raptors. I mean, dude. So with 24 more minutes, 16 potential, 17, 12, 17, 21, 18. Yeah, I mean, even like 7.5 plus money, right?
Yeah.
Not a bad look at all. We're playing the Kings. I think that's fine. Neutral, I'd say. I just don't think he's just getting so many potentials. Yeah, might definitely know her. Whack ass Super Bowl. JJ, what are your takes on the Super Bowl?
It's about what I expected.
Yep. I mean, dude, honestly, someone call me an idiot in the comments right now for not just like putting like $500 on like the Chiefs money line, dude. That shit was air. It's always air. It's always gonna be air. Whenever they play the Bills in a big game, dude, it's just like whenever Mahomes is close to like a favorite or an underdog in a big game in the playoffs, dude. I mean, like, what are we doing? Like,
yeah, I think the theory is funny with that fourth down play at the end. They said they threw the flag just in case Kincaid caught it.
They probably did, bro. Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised.
You got the refs. You got the refs on your side, bro. It's always good to have refs on your side, on the side of your money. So
yeah.
What do you think about the Eagles? Eagles stomped Commanders. Did you watch that entire game?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're gonna play man coverage against the Eagles, so I mean, I had the Eagles in that.
Feels like a big AJ Brown game or something.
Yeah, man coverage is always gonna be AJ Brown.
Yeah, man, that's gonna be fun though. Eagles, I don't know, man. Something about Hurts, just like I don't trust him.
I don't think you need to trust him. You got Saquon.
That's true.
And Casey's run defense has been trending down second half of the season, so Casey doesn't match up well here, in my opinion.
Yeah. Shit, we'll see. I'll probably just bet the Chiefs. I'm not going to make the same mistake, though, of betting nothing. I'm going to bet on the Chiefs just for shits and gigs.
I actually got Eagles here.
You got the Eagles? Okay, bro. Dude, let's just make a side bet then. No juice. Unless I can get – actually, yeah, let's make a side bet.
No.
We can make a side bet. Don't have to pay no juice. I got Chiefs. Lock it in, JJ.
Let's see where the odds right now.
Look forward to taking your bread.
Yes.
Let's see. Okay, Jonas Valanciunas, RA. With I mean, I feel like he's always like kind of like a little bit priced low. Except JJ, he's your op. Jonas is your op.
Yeah, the last 2 times he's burned me, even though he's had like decent matchups. But I mean, I think last game it was just all the forwards were getting rebounds, and then you got to think about what's his face, Nick Richards. He was pulling down everything.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I was on Nick Richards' PR that game. That shit was so satisfying, just like seeing like every brick go right to him. I'm like, holy shit, let's go, buddy. Dude, that shit felt fucking sweet. Jonas, yeah, I mean, so slightly into the over. I will say Dallas. I don't think that Dallas has a backup center right now because Maxi Kleber even got hurt, and Lively's hurt, and Dwight Powell's hurt. So I mean, yeah, I mean that makes sense, right? And that actually could be a good thing too for his passing, right? Because Jonas is like, you Loki actually need to like, if you don't have a center, dude, he's gonna score on you every time if you don't double.
Yeah.
So I actually like the assist angle. Yeah, Shoto, I think this is actually like sneaky good, dude. Like with that, just like with the no backup center reasoning, like a lot of his minutes should come against like PJ Washington or some shit, or like Kessler Edwards. Like they're gonna double the shit out of him. He could have like a 4 assist game. Only needs 6 rebounds. You know, I like it. JJ, you're gonna go back to the well, or
I might.
You gotta get dude. He owes you. He owes you money.
I know. Gotta get my lick back.
My model absolutely loving overs for Dyson and Krejci without Trey. Yeah, we can check that. Your model, machine gun. You're a nerd, bro. Talking about your model. No, I'm playing. If I was smart enough to know how to do a model, I'd probably have one. But shit, I'm not. So we just use Fantasy Labs on and off. Props madness, baby. Let's see. Hawks. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need something on this game, dude. Wolves play them. About to be tapped in. You gotta be crazy if you think I'm watching this Wolves Hawks game shit show with no coin on it. So there's like a lot of people hurt, dude, too. Because like I think DeAndre Hunter's even questionable. JJ, could you quick pull up the Hawks injury report, maybe?
Yeah.
So we got no Jalen, no Trey.
Let's see.
I'm probably just gonna use this just so we can get a decent sample. So it's like Dyson's chucking, DeAndre's chucking, Buffkin's out. He would be chucking. Keaton Wallace is like I like Keaton Wallace.
Yeah.
Casey.
So Zach questionable.
JJ, you know Keaton and Casey are brothers?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
I really like Onyeka to hit a 3 in this game. Sorry, I know that's not what you asked at all. But I really like Onyeka's going to get open 3s all game. And he's a little incentivized to let him rip because they don't have Jalen and Trey and they just need like scoring. But Rudy's just going to sit in a drop and like leave him wide the hell open.
Yeah.
So you can get good plus money on that. I probably will play that, just like maybe half unit play. It's a little risky, but we're talking about Vit and Dyson. So Dyson makes sense. Dyson's
gonna chuck.
The thing is, I'd probably actually rather just take Dyson's 3s because Rudy's just gonna like literally sit at the rim, bro. And Dyson honestly is not gonna like finish over him. And the Wolves are
but he could just take floaters in the mid range.
Yeah,
he's been very good at that.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't really trust Dyson to like actually make shots unless they're at the rim. That's just me personally. Maybe it's like I said, if he has a good floater game, I could see it. Dyson also, like, I mean, bro, you're gonna have wide open 3s. Just like let it rip. I kind of like his 3s, dude. Like,
I mean, in the games without Trey Young, he had 21 attempts, 9. That was a blowout game against Memphis. Sort of a blowout as well.
Yeah, Bulls have 0 rim protection, so that's a good matchup. You'd like him to score. Yeah. I mean, he scored 18, shot 4 from the stripe.
He just doesn't take a lot of 3s for me. That's the only thing.
Yeah. 1 for 5. And he's just not good at shooting them either. I think the price is good though. Like, I mean, dude, plus like 170 and shit. Like that's pretty good. But yeah, Vit. I guess we could look at Vit real quick. And holy shit, we're kind of going long. Okay. Let's do one more question after this, and then we're gonna end it because I gotta start posting content. Vit doesn't even shoot at all, really. Like he literally has like one of the lowest field goals per 36. Is Vit's a spot up guy? Can he do anything on the ball, JJ?
He's kind of like a Duncan Robinson kind of guy.
I don't think
So
that's
I mean,
great.
he can get to the rim.
Yeah. Do you have any takes on Vit stuff?
I mean, I like Vit. I mean, it should be a lot of shooting for him.
What's calling me? Oh shit. Okay, I actually got to take this. Sorry, guys. I'm about to end the stream. This is actually an important call. All right, sorry. Okay.
Did he end the stream or?